Have you ever wanted to look like Victoria's Secret model? Because yes, I have, and it's still my dream. This is why I'm doing makeup. This is why I'm learning makeup, because I want to be like those role models that have been on my TV since I was a little kid. I always wanted to be that Adriana Lima, Irina Shayk. They are so gorgeous. They're so flawless, and I wanted to be like them. So I started with makeup. Today I'm going to show you what I do to have similar features as those Victoria's Secret models. And we just recently discovered that they did a show, fashion show, I think in October or November. I'm not really sure, but it was gorgeous, it was beautiful, and it was something unique, nothing like we have seen before. As you could see, I am actually filming in front of the window today with natural lighting and trying to get as much as possible of real results. So I'm really sorry if the light keeps changing. It's a little bit cloudy today. Just right from the bat, you could tell it's now cool tone and then it gets to warm. I really hope that's not going to disturb you too much. Let's finally get started. Today I'm going to start off with a little bit of a glowy base. I really want to have that nice glowing healthy looking skin, you know, like have every model has. I will use the Glow Recipe drops. This one in particular is going to be the Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Hue drops. This one has that sun glow, which is going to be perfect for that bronzed up look. As you can see today, I have already did my eyebrows. I just want to look a little bit more presentable because I had some calls to answer with my team. So yeah, I am a little bit more put together today. Immediately, it's super nice and glowy. I am obsessed. Now to have that flawless, impeccable skin, we're going to use the Impeccable foundation. Obviously, this is just to cover up any imperfections, dark spots, red spots. This is just going to give a very nice canvas. And this foundation in particular, I've noticed, will give you the most beautiful finish. It will give you a skin-like effect, as well as it will just make your skin look beautiful, literally like you're glowing. I'm going to wet my sponge so that it could be nice and big. Now we have a really nice and bright warm light coming in. I am obsessed on how full coverage this foundation is, but just look at this beautiful glow. Yes, I do look like a ghost a little bit right now, but just wait until I blend everything in with blush and contour. It's just gonna look so nice. I do like to add in some product onto my eyelids just to have a more even canvas. You don't have to do that part if you like to add in concealer. I still add in concealer then after as well, just to make sure that everything looks very even. I just like to have a even skin tone because my eyelids are quite dark. Let me take some off my lips because I literally look like a ghost. Skin-like, but so perfect. I'm obsessed. Now for the obvious, we are going to chisel out and hollow out our face a lot more than we have. My face is quite round. I have gained a little bit of weight with my hormonal issues this past year, but it's okay. We're gonna chisel and hide everything out with my contour, and I'm going to be using the Clinique one, and this one is bronze and contour. I'm gonna lift my face even more by adding the contour around my eyes, my lip, my jawline, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to blend everything out with my contour brush by pressing it in, as well as just lifting it over to my hairline. We're going to make sure that everything looks very blended, no harsh lines, nothing that will give off that we did too much contouring. So everything towards your hairline and downward into your neck. Make sure that everything looks nice and seamless, like a really good shadow, rather than just us adding some dark color onto our face, making it look like it's dirty. Now I'm gonna go ahead and blend my contour on the nose. I'll be bringing it towards the brow bone and the other side. I have not cleaned up anything with the concealer yet. I'm going to do that after. Right now I want to add in blush so that it is nice and bright, because blush tends to be the one that gets off my face the first. So I'll be mixing two. I have a lip product and also a blush from Armani. This is a really cute baby pink shade, while this one is from the Interior Cosmetics. This one is actually a lip product, but you could use it on anywhere. It's like a moussey lip product, which is really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and add it over to the back of my hand. As you can see, it's very, very moussey. By taking a brush, I'm just going to tap the product in and then add it over to my face. Do you see how pigmented this is? Because it's so blurring and it's so moussey, it's so easy to apply, but it also is quite pigmented, so it's nice to blend everything together like with a concealer, because it's going to probably be a little too overpowering. But because of the Victoria's Secret makeup, this is not that bad, because they usually do use red blushes just to get that natural flush of color onto their face. I want to take some of the product off my lips. Okay, do you see how beautiful this blush is? Now I want to mix in a little bit of the pink one just to give a little bit more of that flirty look. I'll do the back of the beauty blender. I'm just going to tap it in. Love this combo. Just gives off a little bit more of that reflection of a pink shade rather than just red. So cute. I'll go ahead now and use a concealer to conceal my under eye areas, because you see how blush went in too much, and as well as snatch out my face a little bit more. I'll be adding it like right here. I'm not going to under my eyes. Adding it some here. Now babies, what we're doing is forgetting about the concealer, letting it sit just for a little bit. Right now we could focus on some things that are different. Right now we could focus on something else, like the eyebrows, for example. I did mess them up just a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead back with my Morphe, and I will add in some of my brow. I'm going to make it just a tad longer. Now we have let that concealer sit in a little bit. I'm going to use the same beauty blender and use the other side and just go ahead and blend it into my skin. I'm using beauty blender because I want to keep the moisture in my skin. I don't want to put too many drying products because I want to keep that natural glow. We're going to be setting it in with our powder, so that's why it's going to be matte anyways, but we still want to keep a natural looking glow. So beauty blender is going to be perfect for that. You see how by layering these products this way, we are going to achieve a much brighter under eye. So that's why I like to do that after I do my blush and contour. Then we could add in a little bit of product that is powdery when we set our face. This just to bring in the flush of color back into the face. But just look how much more brightened my skin looks. More brightened and also lifted. It's about time to set our face. Now I'm going to be using the Halo Glow setting powder. This is from e.l.f. Currently one of my favorite powders to set my face and have that flawless looking finish. I'm going to take quite a few products, tap it off, and then put it on to my eye. This will just give me a more flawless finish. Do you see this? That's what I'm saying. For my jawline area, I like to bake a little bit. I usually don't like to bake around my under eyes because sometimes it could look a little bit cakey, just because I do have quite a few products on there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this just to snatch my under jaw, under my cheekbone, and do this. And I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit, and I'm just going to tap in whatever is left on the powder puff onto my face. Gorgeous. I just love doing this face. It gives me the most flawless looking finish, but also as it sets in, it's not going to look too matte. It's going to look radiant and naturally glowy. Just to set my eyes a little bit more, I'm going to go ahead and press in some powder from the Charlotte Tilbury press powder into my inner corners. Okay, beautiful people, we are now ready for our powder products. Like the powder blush that I have here is going to be the Armani one, and currently I have this shade 40, and this is a very beautiful berry shade. I'm going to go ahead and just apply a little bit onto the brush and tap the product in, going very light-handed on this blush because we already have some blush under. Like I said, it just disappears the fastest, so that's why I like to reapply a powder right after I finish setting my face. And I like to use colors like this because it gives a natural flush of color, while pink is a little bit less natural. Let me just say that, because if you pinch your skin, if you have light skin tone, you're gonna notice that it turns red, it doesn't turn pink. So usually this is what is recommended for that natural flush of color. We could also do that a little bit with our contour. I'm going to be using the Cool Tones from the Kaleidos palette, and I'll use this one right here, and I will just ultimately use it around my hairline, and then I will also flush out a little bit of the powder that is setting right now so that everything looks super seamless. Now I want to bring in a little bit of glow onto my skin. I'll be using the Lumi Glass from L'Oreal, and I'll add it over to my nose. And this one is Pearl, called Glassy Pearl. Love this product so much. It reminds me of this one from MAC. Don't forget to use your highlighters because it does help to lift your face a lot more, and it just looks a lot more natural and super radiant. I usually like to add it where the light. Okay, now let's move on to the eye. Okay, now let's move on to the eyes. I want to keep the eye look very natural, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to curl my lashes that are full with foundation. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a pencil for your lips, but onto my eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'll draw a red line just to actually make my eyes that are green pop a little bit more. This is what I like to do. Now I'm going to use my fingernails. If you don't want to use your fingernails, you don't have to. You could just literally use any angled brush. I just like to do that because it gives more of like that smudged look, and then I finish everything in with a brush. Do you see how it just brings a lot more attention to my eyes? I love that feeling so much. Now I'm going to use the same eyebrow pencil that I have used on my eyebrows, and I'll just draw a line. We're just keeping it very natural today. I don't want to do it too much because models usually are beautiful with their natural beauty, but if they want to cover imperfections like I did with the foundation and stuff, that's what they do. But usually they strive for that natural looking finish. Doing the same thing with the eyebrow pencil. Do you see how like blurred out it is? It is perfect for that natural looking eye look, but it also looks very smoky at the same time. Do you see how big of a difference this made? It literally is my like current favorite way to do my eyes. It's super quick and just so easy. You could follow it with a darker brown just so that everything looks a little bit more saturated, like so. In love. I'm going to be using the Armani highlighter onto my eyes as a little bit of shine. So subtle, but it's so pretty and so smoky. I just love it so much. I'm going to be adding the mascara. This is the Hourglass mascara, my favorite, so I can't not use it. Oh fudge. We are almost done. It's time to do our lip combo, and it's going to be really fun. I want to use the NYX pencil. This one is Nude Truffle, one of my favorites. My lip just changes the whole look of the makeup. Look, now I have lip injections, nose job and lip injections. Don't you love makeup? This is what it's doing to my face. Now I want to go with this Estee Lauder, and I broke it. I'm so sad that I broke it. I just want to add a little bit of red. This one is Wrong Place, Right Time, and this is a matte stick. Oh, it's so beautiful. I just want to add an ombre effect, and I just want to fluff it out. Now, to hide my dry lips, I'm going to go ahead and use the Kaleidos lip gloss. Alright, you guys, this is the final look of our makeup. We're gonna take off the roller. Beautiful people, I am so excited to let you know that this is the final look. I have let my hair down. Let me know in the comments if you like this and if you followed along with me. Thank you again for watching and staying until the end of this video. I really appreciate your thoughts and comments and just your time. Thank you again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so that you don't miss out on any of my uploads. I try to stay here as much as possible, so your support means a lot to me. Without further ado, but for now, thank you so much, and thank you again, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye bye.